In our message from yesterday, we saw how God allows some peril and problems to come into our lives, but God is always there to give us the strength that we need. Today we're going to look at Job's wife and the reaction that she had to the pain that came into both of their lives. Now, before we see her words, I need to remind you of something. The same thing that happened to Job happened to his wife. They lost absolutely everything in the course of one afternoon. The thousands and thousands of animals that they had were wiped away and gone. And worse than that, their 10 children died in an accident. Now, it doesn't make it right what she's about to say, but it sure makes it real. Job reacted in amazing faith and trust in God. When they lost all that, Job looked heavenward. He looked through eyes of faith to the Lord and said, "The Lord gives and the Lord takes away. May the name of the Lord be praised." Job's wife didn't react the same way. Instead, she looked at her husband, who was trusting the Lord, and looked at him and said, "Curse God and die." Could you imagine hearing something so hurtful from your spouse, the one that you love so much that you married? And actually, maybe you don't need to imagine that. Maybe you are stuck in a marriage where someone is just mean, vile, hurtful, and you're struggling to show that love back. And maybe for you, it's not just in your marriage. Maybe for you, it's at work. You've got that unrelenting boss who just won't stop beating down on you, or that coworker for some reason has it out for you and just goes after you, and you just can't get them to stop. How do you show kindness back to them when they're so mean? Job gives us an amazing example, him living out his faith. When his wife said something so hurtful, you think he'd have reacted in anger, but he didn't. His faith shined through. He said this to his wife in Job chapter 2. "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" What amazing words. Words of faith that say, even in pain, should I not accept the good and the bad? And see, the way Job reacted to his wife is the same way that God reacts to you. He forgives you, changes your life so that you do not have to react that way again, because you don't have the pressure of sin on you, the pressure of the stress of that wrong reaction. But you have Christ in your heart. And as Christ is in your heart as he is, he changes how you can react to others, as Job reacted to his wife. May that give you peace in your heart if you've got guilt right now over how you've reacted in anger to someone else. And then give you the strength to react as Job did, to accept their good and their bad, and to pray for those who are hurting you. Tomorrow we're going to look at Job's friends and how they came in for Job but didn't give him the help that he truly needed. Please share today's message and give it out to those who are hurting that you know in your life. And if it's touched you, please write a comment below. We'd love to hear back from you. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you soon. We read that and it begs the question, why does God allow bad things to happen to good people? And you see, that question right there is the reason so many people